Hello, everybody. So I seen that nobody was live, and I figured I would try to just do a random open panel. I'm gonna start sending invites out. I don't know if anybody's gonna join. I just figured I'd take the opportunity since nobody else was live to, have a little just general panel up. Make it open panel if enough people are on and hop in. I got some fish and packages coming tomorrow and the next day. So I was going to ask some of y'all if you have had said fish, kept them, whatever the case may be. Let me get that book, actually. Freshwater and Marine Aquarium, the world's leading publication for the tropical fish enthusiasts. Does that ring a bell to anybody? currently trying to share this out, so if anybody has hopped in, I cannot see you at the moment. One person watching. Who decided to stop by? Aquascaping in the 70s. Says I have one person view. Oh, they left. I was gonna say who was viewing. Well, hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know how much of this you have caught, but this was just random. I got online. I didn't see nobody live, not Vinny, not your Uncle Mike, not Terry, you know, none of the normal people that are usually doing late stream lives or whatever. So I figured I'd take a chance at throwing a live out there. I have some shipments coming I was going to talk about, and then I was looking at this book. Um, I got the whole series of 79. Like, I found a diamond in the rough. This book is called Freshwater and Marine Aquarium, the world's leading publication for the tropical fish enthusiast. And they actually started making these magazines back in the 30s. And this is what every hobbyist, like, went for, or this was their education. This is what they had. This is what they knew. I'm doing a whole bunch of reading right here on they have a whole like thing about pike cichlids, and I've actually started to learn quite a bit about it. But at any rate, you know, before there was YouTube and the internet, people went off of word of mouth. And then I don't remember the guy's name. I think it says it at the beginning of this book. But this guy decided to break down and make the first magazines that had pictures. I listened to a podcast on this from the Aquarium Co-op forum, and like this was top notch back in those days. And at any rate, I had somebody just give this to me, and it's the whole 79 editions. Poseidon's Pets. What's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping by for a minute. Everybody, if you don't know who Poseidon's Pets is, you should go check him out. He's a real good dude, part of my fish tuber group club or whatever. Yeah, I hear you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much. Personally, I got to get up, maybe not as early as you, but I'll probably be up at like 11 o'clock because of these packages I got coming. And speaking of the packages, they're coming from Mr. Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics. He's sending me some cherry shrimp, some guppies, and a mixture of plants. Mystery Snail Guardians, hello, hello. Um, Nice to see you stop in. Like I said, this is just a late night random stream. I was going to talk about my two packages, the one that I just mentioned, and then I got another big one I'm excited for. And then I was just going to let it be an open panel, depending on how many people actually are awake, joining in, whatever the case is. Whoever wanted to come up on the panel could. We could talk about absolutely anything and everything. And I just figured in the meantime, I would pull out this book and ask any of y'all if you know about it or have copies of it or whatever the case is. Bro, I need to get you up here for real. Like, if you were set up right now, we could run one. Like, I would run through my list of questions with you, and you could show everybody your tanks, especially all them shrimp. but definitely better plan. This is what I was meaning in that chat. Like, I can do streams at this time from like 11:30 p.m. my time Eastern till about 3 a.m. I'm usually awake. And as long as it's scheduled, and it works for you, we could run the gauntlet, man. We could I have my whole list of questions that I like to ask people, and then I let people in the comments ask questions, and then we usually wrap it up with a tank tour if the person so chooses that they want to. I wonder if Mr. Aqua Guru does aquascaping like they do in this magazine back in the 70s. Yeah, he's the shit when it comes to shrimp, man. And his personality is a lot different than the normal shrimp keepers. Like, he's fun. He tries to be a little different in his way of educating people. Hi, my snail guard. Keely fish. I'm thinking about like doing a podcast type live stream, and I'm gonna start reading like one section chapter in this book every stream, and see if anybody can relate to some of these old fashioned ways of keeping things. Maybe they could even learn something from it. Have fun, take nothing seriously, right? Steven, I'm so ready for those plants and stuff, buddy. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, according to tracking. I hope we hit the beta section. Gene A. Lucas, PhD, Drake University. Bicolored bettas, a tougher task. So this goes on to explain about breeding bicolored bettas. Wait a minute, you sent me plecos too? What, some bristles? Are they browns or albinos? Hey man, thanks for popping in just for that short little time. I appreciate you. Have a good night. I'm gonna read this, y'all, just because I find it kind of humorous. It says, "You turn out the lights and crawl into bed for the night. Perhaps you're already asleep when suddenly there's a clatter of glass and then a strange slapping and thumping noises from the aquarium room. Warily, you proceed to investigate, being very careful where you put your bare feet. They're squirming ferociously on the wall to wall carpeting. Carpeting is your prize 2 foot or 3 foot or maybe even 4 foot moray eel, the one that cleans out your freezer each weekend. Sound even remotely familiar? I'm gonna say no, because my moray eel has not tried to escape yet that I know of, and he eats pretty regular, but it's not like breaking my pocketbook. Anybody got any new projects going on? Any new fish that they're getting? Anything like that? Ooh, look at this Synodontis. Pretty catfish. And I haven't had no luck with these pictus cats yet. And I bought like 3 or 4 of them at my local fish store. So maybe it's my local fish store. But I am so done with getting pictus cats right now. I do got one of them. Richard, what's up, buddy? Triggerfish. That dude's pretty. I'm restocking my 90-gallon with rainbow fish. That's my current project. Heck yeah, man. I haven't really like got into rainbow fish. I got rainbow cichlids, but not rainbow fish like the small ones. 7 people in here. Hello and thank you, whoever you are. Not much, bro. I want to get a pictus cat. I'm telling you, they're fucking touchy as hell. Like legit. Or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with them. But I have gotten 3 or 4, and each of them lasted a little longer than the last, but they have all died so far. Chocolate package. Yeah, Steven's helping me out. I got to do a unboxing video too tomorrow and give him a shout out because he sold me everything for pretty much shipping price for my pond grow out. Aside from the cherry shrimp, you know, I had to pay a little more for those, but that's expected. We got 8 people watching. Who's the 8 people? Let me just get a hello or F you or anything. Like I said, this was random, y'all. I just got a couple things that I could talk about. If y'all want to talk about them and you actually stay in the chat. Other than that, I just was going to do like open panel. I was going to drop the link here in the chat. And if somebody wanted to come up and just talk about whatever or show off what they're doing or show their tanks or whatever the case, then we could do that. Oh, shit. He said, I sent you like 10 shrimp. Bro, I thought I only paid you for like 4 of them, though. I'm sorry, and that's awesome. I mean, if you need a recouped on that, just get with me. Mystery Snail Guardians, she needs to get up here on the panel, too. Sorry, I put the phone down. Some of the tips and stuff they give you in this book, or like what they used back in the day, I would have never thought of. Like 9 people's in the chat right now. How many of you have heard of using styrofoam to get rid of BB instead of filter floss? Because I read that in here. That's what they used to do back in the 70s. I reckon before filter floss was created, or at least a big, you know, easy to get commodity or whatever. And I still have yet to try the styrofoam, but I might give it a shot. Steven, you're too cool, man. Oh, is that so? What's the discount right now? Is it still like 20% off? Everybody, if you don't know already, and that's another reason I need to get Mystery Snails up here so that she can give a presentation. Also ask her, you know, my general questions and stuff. But this woman is well connected with all kinds of people and groups. And by her group, she can better just explain it. Again, that's why she needs to come up. there are free samples available for cost of shipping. But at any rate, like I don't know what the hell you call it. She promotes for them, and they like promote discounts for whatever they're selling and whatnot. I don't know how to describe it. Like I said, mystery snails. We need to get you up here on the panel. Like any other special guest, plan for it, a short, put it out there, community post, set the date, and get you up here so you can talk snails and advertisement for your stuff. There are free samples available for cost of shipping. So there's a lot of like clubs that were started back then that are still in existence today in here. That's kind of cool. I've tried to look some of them up. So Steven's starting a rainbow tank. Uh, Anybody else got any projects going on? I'm obviously still trying to get my 300 grow out in shape and all decorated, all pretty and stuff. I do believe I do believe that's the link if anybody wants to come up on the panel. Only 6 people hanging out. I'm surprised. Usually, like, I don't know, when I catch everybody else's night streams, you know, 10, 15, 20. If it's one of Vinny's crazy streams, maybe even 30 people hanging out. Just picked up a 29 and two 20 gallons from Petco, one of which will be the new quarantine tank. I have to keep buying quarantine tanks. Yeah, I so like I'm very precise where I buy fish from. It's no excuse. I should have a quarantine tank too, but I don't do a whole lot of quarantining. Like usually the places I buy my fish from, they go through a quarantine process, and I mean I haven't had a whole lot of deaths. I have a couple times, call it ick being dumb, but I fought it instantly and got it out of the system. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, you're right. Saturday night, it's the weekend. This is just a random Tuesday night or what, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday now. I figured if anything, maybe I'll catch T-Bone and Adele since it's like about to become morning time for them. So then who's the 6 people that are in the chat right now? Obviously Debra. This is my free time throughout the week, so if you guys catch this on the replay, I'm going to say this a couple times, but whoever catches this on the replay, what time works best for you? What time's bedtime for you? Like it's 1 a.m. here Eastern time. I don't know where all of y'all are from, obviously. Heck yeah. I thank you for the support. Pacific Standard, 10 p.m. Damn. 11. Wait, 12, 11. So yeah, you're 3 hours behind me. That's the same as Richard or Arc Aquatics, sorry. He's in Colorado. Right, right. You're in my time zone. But this ain't bedtime for me. See, that's me, Steven. It's 1 a.m. here right now, but I normally don't go to bed until 3 or 5 a.m. my time, which is more like, what, 1 or 2 y'all's time? Plus, Dr. Black is streaming. Who is that? I don't know him. Is he a fish tuber? Steven, I've seen you hop up on a few streams. I need to get you on my stream too. Like, obviously, this one's random, and if you wanted to hop up, cool. But I mean, like, a legit guest. Run the gauntlet with you of questions too. Sort of a fish tuber, but they never talk fish. So what do they talk about? Is it like Benny's stream when they get off like on politics and stuff? Like, I ain't got nothing against Benny. Benny's cool, Terry's cool. It's fun to watch them go at each other. And I can understand when he says, I don't want to talk fish all the time. Well, that's an a choice or a matter of opinion. I could talk fish all the time though, but I don't have to. Star Wars and such. I gotcha. Well, I don't think any Star Wars fans would want to come listen to little old casual aquatics. And I mean, Star Wars is cool, but I'm not like, oh my god. So like, I couldn't even really relate with them. Oh, okay. So they're both in Australia. I pay the price for sitting up for Kevin's. We'll be tired tomorrow and maybe grouchy. Always catch Jess at 10 a.m. The only time I catch Jess in the morning is if I woke up early because I had packages coming or my dog woke me up. Like I said, I stay up until 5 a.m., so I'm usually sleeping until 1 a.m., and then I have to get up for work and start my day. Well, I don't know that I'm gonna get more than 5. I did have like 7 a minute ago, but I don't know that I'm gonna get more than 5 of y'all hanging out. Have any of you heard of and kept, or either or, heard of and or kept an elephant nose fish? I thought you. Starts back, I probably won't be on late night streams until the weekends. What about my 6 o'clock stream then? On Sundays? Well, I guess that's the weekend. But yeah, 6 people watching. Have any of you heard of or kept an elephant nose fish? Because that's one of my new fish I got coming, along with male rope fish for my female rope fish. And what else? What else? What else? I know I got some Java moss coming. Oh yeah, some pygmy kaluis. I guess they're miniature, and I'm so excited to get them. I love kaluis. That's like one of my favorite loaches. Yeah, I reckon no one's gonna fault you for it. They understand. I'm sure we'll see you quite often still. Not me. Oh man, they're cool looking fish. Right, right. I get it. My analytics don't quite tell me like the best time to post yet. I don't have enough traffic, I guess, for that or something. But it does tell me like the best time to post videos are in between like 9 and 11 a.m. my time. And I can only just ask people like right now in these streams like what works best for you and try to go with the majority or whatever. And people stream when other people stream, and there's only so many hours in a day, and most people like to do an hour to 2 hour streams. So that's why I'm gonna try to start maybe doing some random late nights like this throughout the week. Obviously on the weekend those are pretty much filled up, so I'd rather like be in those streams than my own stream or whatever. I'm easy to get along with. I'm just grateful you 5 people have hung out with me for 15-20 minutes. Hmm. Right. The best random stream I had was around this time actually, but it might have been on like a weekend day or at least a Friday, and I set up my live at random and put it on Ouija Max Tank, my axolotl, and I even wrote in the comments. I said, everybody, if anybody shows up, I had to walk to the gas station, so I will be back when I can. And I was trying to watch it, and it was like nobody was joining. So then I just like got off of it. I was listening to music, and then I randomly on my walk back home, I decided like, you know what, I'm gonna check it. And there was like 16 people hanging out in that stream, and I'm like, oh my god, hey, I'm almost home. I'm sorry. In fact, that was that stream, if I'm not wrong, that I ended up getting trolled in, and well, that was just a whole nother story, a bad day. But the stream itself went great. I think we ended up having like 20 some odd people before it got crappy, and everybody was carrying a conversation, and but that was literally at random. And I literally said, I don't expect nobody, but there's a stream called Gary the Axolotl, and it goes 24/7, and people are randomly watching it. So I'm like, well, if they can do it, Ouija's worth looking at. So I put a stream on, and yeah, randomly. Not me. Patrick Hardy, what's up, man? Thank you for popping in. You probably just caught some of my rant about random streaming. You got any new projects going on, Patrick? Got any new fish or anything? I just got done telling everybody that tomorrow I'm expecting some plants and shrimp and some guppies and apparently some bristlenose plecos. And then the next day, I am expecting an elephant nose, a rope fish, and some pygmy kaluis, along with some java moss. By the way, 5 people hanging out. Can I get 5 likes on this stream? That'd be cool. Oh well, my whole life. But like realistically, as an adult, only going on 2.5 years now, like on my own type thing. But like I was raised up with fish. My mom always had fish. I always loved to go fishing. Anything outdoors, like count me in. So it kind of naturally went hand in hand. Just I guess from 16, I've been on my own since I was 16. That's a whole nother story. But from 16 to 22, my life was rocky. It was definitely unstable, and I wasn't in no position to keep fish. Only in the last like 2 to 3 years has my life became more stable, and I was able to actually set up tanks. It's not that I didn't want to before, but it wasn't feasible and it didn't make sense. Natalie, shouldn't you be in bed? Wait, you're on summer break. Everybody, Natalie is my niece. Well, thank you, Miss Natalie, for stopping by. What are you doing? Is Grandma in bed? I I'm far from an expert. I will not ever sit up here and tell anybody that I know better than them. And I will not say something that I'm not sure of either. So, all my care tips videos that I have out, I do the research. I check sources, my mentors, the people that I look up to. I'll see if they have videos or footage of it first, and then of course, then I'll hit Google and I'll start grinding, looking up info and cross comparing the facts and seeing what adds up and what doesn't. And if, of course, I did or do have personal knowledge with the fish, then sure, I will put that in there. But at any rate, to what you said, like I like unique fish. I like exotic fish. I like large fish. I like monster fish. I I like asshole fish. Like anything different than the norm. And don't get me wrong, because I have some community fish, even though my community tank is not your average community tank. You know, I have community fish in there, but I have fish in there that probably technically should not be working out, but somehow it does. Yes, and I have snails. That's another thing. In every one of my tanks, I have snails. And to most people, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, those cichlids are gonna eat those snails. What are you doing? You can't put those in there. No way. You can't. Nope, nope. You can't do it. Well, I'm here to tell you that I have snails in every one of my tanks, and as most of y'all know, if you even browse, you haven't even you don't have to even watch my videos. Just browse my thumbnails. I keep bigger fish and other fish that should technically just be chowing on some snails, but I believe that with moderation, like adding them in slowly or at the right time. And as long as you keep your fish fed, like they know without a doubt their next meal's coming, odd little things like that, they don't care, either they're full. Introduce your snail when you done just mass fed all your fish, and put the lights off, turn the lights off, or do it at nighttime so they're a little harder to see or notice. And if anything, distract with food, like put some food over here and then sneak a snail over here. Or like what I'll do with some of my tanks, I'll reach in. Like my arm is now the new topic point. Like that's their focus. Not that my fish bite me, but a foreign object like an arm to a fish is curious. So like I'll put my arm in there and mess with the substrate or whatever a little, and then dump my mystery snail in there or whatever. Well, hello, mother. Look at my little family watching me. Oh, so cute. I'm just kidding, but I do love you guys. Oh yeah, Debra. I kind of let go on those tours, and I apologize so bad because like I need better internet going in there, or I just need to stop doing them live. Like I just wanted to be able to share it with you guys live and be able to talk to you and hear your comments and thoughts right there. But in truth, some of those store tours, I should have, just recorded it and done a video, but I didn't. And I reckon I'm going to have to redo them or, just remember that from now on when I go to do store tours that it might be better to make just a real video versus trying to go live. I've been into aquariums and fish for over 50 years now. Patrick, are you really that old? How did you guys see it? Mom and Natalie? Like, did you see it in the casual aquatics group? I don't remember sending it directly. I don't know if he still does, but I think I don't know if I got some of that from him or not, too, but I remember him mentioning it. That plant is so cool. I'm 55 years old and been a pressman, journeyman from 1991 to a few years ago. No kidding. Do you, forgive me, but do you have a channel? Like, do you post videos? Jaden found the live stream. What, on YouTube or on Facebook? Abby Natalie said hi. Yeah, she's being a pain in the butt. I'm gonna have to reach out to you, Patrick. Mystery Snails, who was that question for? Natalie said hi, Nicole. So, I I can cook. I do better cooking on a grill than a stovetop, but I wouldn't call myself a chef by no means, but I think I can cook steaks pretty good. Yeah, pretty much anything on a grill. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen her in the group. She's probably in some of your groups too. Amanda Kendall. She's one of my admins and such. She made some shrimp lollies, and that's the only, like, I guess, treating aside from actual fresh vegetables that I've tried. I haven't, like rapashi or however you say it. I want to, but I haven't tried none of that. I've thought about it. But at any rate, the snails like that shrimp lolly, even, along with the plecos and what shrimp I did have in there at the time. I had some green jades. That's one thing I can't keep in my community tank anymore. All those fish will, well, not all of them, but the ones that will eat shrimp. But snails, no problem. Patrick, I appreciate that, man. I know some of my tanks aren't perfect. I'm not like I don't know. I'm humble. I'm not made of money. I try to do the best I can, and I know sometimes I slack a little, and I'm even if I had 100,000 subscribers or something, I would still remember who I am, and sure, I'm hoping to move here soon, and I would like to have better, bigger, more impressive tanks and better video quality. I record with my phone primarily and upload with my phone. That's it. I've only recently bought a tripod, and I still got to get good at using it, timing videos, stuff like that. But I sincerely appreciate you saying that because, I never think I'm better than anybody, and I don't want to provide like something without having facts or whatever about it. I don't want to put false information out there. In fact, a group of my YouTuber friends, we call us fish tubers. You can find us on Facebook, and we have a little messenger. But at any rate, we were talking about that on our videos and stuff, and people using clickbait thumbnails, and that person that used that clickbait thumbnail might get like 1 million views or something ridiculous, and somebody that is honest and just puts the best effort they can into making a general thumbnail about what the video is about, they don't get the views or not as much. So like, but either way, I said, I'm like, I'd rather just be honest. It's just not me to lie, I guess, or just to try to get views. Because I mean, how long is your retention on a video like that? Even like, are they trying to wait it out till the end to see, or are they skipping forward through your video to see if even what you put is actually in the video, or whatever? I reach out to people. Some of my videos are not my fish members in my group and such like that, but I still do the care tips research and facts for it, and I'll give the person credit for their actual fish and video, and because that's who I am. That it's obviously, this is not my fish, not my tank, and I'm not going to say it is. But I did put in the work and effort of editing the video and searching and looking up the facts and stuff like that, and adding the little extras or whatever in the video. So Steven said my clickbait thumbnails are parodies of clickbait thumbnails. Hey, Steven, Patrick asked you if you still have subwasser tang. At 129. I don't know how to check. Are you talking about, I notice you don't go for the everyday type of fish? I put myself into timeout. I've been watching fish YouTubers 24 hours a day and stop watching my own aquariums. Man, I hear you. And that's a whole nother thing. Like, as far as YouTube goes now, look, I'm not going to sit here and say if I can't get monetized that I don't want to, or I might have worded that wrong, but like if it's possible for me to get monetized, sure, it'd be cool. I don't think I'm gonna get rich on it, and I know I'm still gonna work my 9 to 5 job, even though it's actually 3 to 11. But you get my point. But it would be cool, or maybe it would buy a week's worth of fish food or something like that or whatever. But no, my point with that is I've thought that same concept and like thought about just giving it a break, but on that mental grind to get to that point, taking a break can hurt your channel. And I'm just at the beginning of that. So, but at the same time, I mean, I can space out my videos. I try to schedule videos ahead of time, like pump out a bunch of videos and then schedule them out so that then I don't have to worry about it. And I really do. And like with this new pond project, I'm trying to not do it halfway. I'm trying to take the time and do it right and make it look good and go from there. And I need to revert back to just my regular tanks and put in time and effort into them too. Uncle Charlie is listening to you. I haven't got back on there and checked in a little bit. I probably should do a follow-up video on it. Stephen Price. Dang it. I don't know why it's trying to copy it. I was saying, don't change how you do the pet story videos. Love the excitement, just like being there. Well, thank you, Debra. That's quite kind of you. I do get excited. I get lost in it. Like each store, little or big, like I'm so excited. Even if I see some of the same fish, that's a given. They're fish stores, but to see a new random fish or one that just looks a little different or just something about it is different or their setup or the price or look what it's doing with that one. Maybe I only saw it by itself and at this store it's with like 3 buddies, I don't know. Well, hello, Uncle Charlie. How come he's not commenting? Does he not know how? Sounds like y'all need to get a email or like if both of y'all are on Facebook or something, because I'm dumb. I put my email out there, but you probably really shouldn't on live streams. But like, if y'all have Facebook or something, look for each other on there, then send that message about hit me up on my email or whatever. Probably not. He's too old. Uncle Charlie's pretty computer savvy, Miss Natalie, for his age. Casual, I miss working. I hate being on SSDI. Hey man, you put your time in. You just said earlier what you done from like 91 until a few years ago, and I was born in 92, so that means you were doing it for 31 years or 30 years. So you put your time in. I don't know what health conditions you got, but there's nothing to be ashamed of or whatever. And I can respect that you would rather work, and that's gonna be me. Like, there ain't gonna be social security by the time I get retirement age, and I'm be working my whole life, but that's okay. Yeah, I hate Facebook. One side left jokers. Most of our spouses don't share the excitement in a fish store. My husband isn't a good pretender. He thinks he is, though. Hey, I got fortunate that my old lady, she ain't like an enthusiast. I wouldn't call her that, but she enjoys it enough that it's actually fun for her to just see a new store, too. Like, she's even said that. I'm just saying, y'all can remove it afterwards, or I can, or however, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. Usually, if anything, I'll try to like ask y'all, obviously, if you got Facebook or another means or way of communicating first, band app or whatever. By the way, any of y'all use band? Well, yeah, I know yours. I'm trying to get the YouTube Fish family hip to band. I swear, I'm gonna create it before somebody else does too. I'm gonna create a band on there called Fish Tubers. Hello, mother. Hello, niece and nephew. If you're still on here, I figured I would go ahead and show my face for a minute. I didn't really want to because I'm all dirty from work and stuff, and I look like crap. But I'm sure all of y'all have seen me by now. But figured I'd do that just for respect to my mama. All right, Deborah. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. Like I said, this was just random, literally at random. Tell about my packages I got coming, see if anybody wanted to talk or whatever. Right. It's a shame. Yeah, if I was you, I would just get lost in my tanks. I definitely wouldn't watch television all too much. Maybe some movies. Hello, Madison. She's on Ariana's phone. I'm about to say, how are they even able to be on here? Like, I thought it had to be 18 and older. Well, I thought I had it set to that anyhow. Patrick, what's your zip code? Yes, sir. If your PayPal is set up already with your address on it, when somebody goes to send request money from you and ship something to you through said PayPal, whatever, it should give them the address. And typically, it's smart to still ask, is this your current up to date address? But if your PayPal is set up and you have your address set up with it, then it should show. And I mean, I don't know. That's between y'all to discuss. I know through the band app, a lot of people like to ask for friends and family. Obviously, when you don't know who you're actually buying something from, you should use the other option because it guarantees your money back, or they challenge the whole case of it or whatever. But obviously, like I done with Steven, friends and family, like no doubt I trusted him. So what, do you have all the kids, Mom, right now? Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. I'm here to say BS on that because I see mine coming tomorrow. Where's the twins? Does Dean have them right now? Casual Steven, a Louisiana rapper now, and plus some. No, I'm really grateful for Steven. He reached out to me on it. In fact, I think I posted on the Fish Tubers like forum or whatever that Mike created, asking. And see, I need to ask Mike for permission to use that name on a band or get with him to make it first so that I'm not stepping on his toes. But I asked on there about it, and Steven's like, I can help you out with that. Ah, okay. That's cool. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. That's not to be discussed on here, I guess. I need to message you after this, Mom, or, well, I might be headed to bed after this shortly. I'm not used to you being on my stream, which I don't mind. Yeah, I've checked a few of his out. I don't even know if I'm sub though, and I'm sorry if I'm not. I'll definitely look at that, and it's not like an obligation or nothing. Like shit, we're a fish family, you know. Like I like watching. Some people say they get bored of watching the same stuff over and over and over. No. I mean, as long as there's something different, a little different of a perspective, I watch the same subject over and over by different people because, again, I like to cross examine and see if, you know, facts match up or what somebody think is different, or it doesn't even have to be a fact, like this person done it this way and this person done it this way, and maybe they both worked, or whatever the situation may be. You're always growing in this hobby, and I'm sure you can vouch for that, Patrick, because you just said you're 55, you've been in the hobby for a minute. So I mean, I bet you still learn some stuff. That's no good, Mom. Do I know about the turtle? Did your turtle die? All I can say is if I'm not learning something or learning something new as I grow with, real growth within the hobby, and I don't have the, as Debra said earlier, enthusiasm or same excitement, then I probably shouldn't be in the hobby. And I don't think, even if for some unforsaken reason I had to stop temporarily for a minute, it would be there. And the minute I could get right back into it, I would, with the same velocity, if not more. And, like, this hobby can be stressful, but it really should and can be relaxing and just, I don't know, zen. Oh, that's a possibility. He's grown an appetite, I suppose, Mother. Probably should keep him separate. I've seen people keep their turtles with fish, but the fish are a lot bigger than the turtle. I think you need to get you like a separate 50-gallon tank, or at least a 40 long, Mom, and like set him his own like turtle tank up, really. Kind of like how we done for Franklin when I had him. Steven said, Patrick, what plants do you already have? Unless they're hiding really good. But, I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess you can't have it in that apartment, probably. It'd be a pain for you, anyhow, to try to carry a tank up there that size. Steven, mostly vows. Dreamweaver Aquatics. Hello. Hey, buddy. Uh, where are you from? Like, what time is it for you right now? I want to say thank you personally. You've been stopping by my videos quite often, at least to just say, hey, or like, or leave, some kind of emoji. And I appreciate it. I don't know if you got a channel. I don't. I'm sorry if you do, and I haven't actually looked it up yet or not, but I most certainly will. I only have 5 aquariums up and running. Have two downsizes due to SSDI. Lost everything. Went from a homeowner to a renter. That's horrible, sir. I'm sorry for that. I'm only just now like reverse of that. I've rented and sadly lived on the streets a couple times, throughout my life, and I'm just now getting my credit back to a good number. I'm looking into getting a loan to buy a home, and the house I'm looking at is supposed to be a duplex type split house, but like the one part of it was set up to be a shop. So I'm thinking about like making that my fish room, and it's supposed to have a full basement, and then the other side, of course, is the actual living home area or whatever. And I want to be smart about it and take the proper steps or whatever. But I'm sorry to hear that. We breed shell dwelling cichlids. You know what? I think I have seen. Yeah, okay, wait. Y'all was on Big Tank Hank's uh stream once, right? Dreamweaver. Steven, yes, don't forget your A1 stickers plus autograph one. Yeah. We might make you one in the basement, Mom. I'm just kidding. I I I talk like third person on it almost because I haven't got to look at it yet on the inside. Just what the dudes told me about it. I drove by it on the outside. We was considering a different house that he had for less, but if I get approved for the loan, I want something that I'm going to be proud to have. I know I'm going to be paying on it for probably the rest of my life and only get to enjoy it paid off for 5 or 10 years. But hey, I can say I done it, and I won't have no landlord telling me how many tanks I can have or how many animals or what I can and can't do. And Patrick Hardy, I do have stickers, um, but I don't physically have the copies right now. I have them on my site, like where you can buy my shirts and whatevers and whatnots. But I will gladly purchase one or have one sent to me, and then I'll send you it if you want, free of charge, nothing. I would just need you to get a hold of me. I'd need your information and whatnot. Kevin stream. Uh, okay. Steven, yep, autograph one. That's so cool. See, that's what I like about this hobby. And at least since I decided to finally like go on YouTube, because that's where I met most of y'all. Like some of the people in my fish group, if you will, obviously on Facebook or in person or whatever. But like on here, I have met so many people and channels, and everybody's so like helpful and giving and pretty much humble. Like, even if I didn't know a thing about fish, I would still want to be in this fish family community. Yeah, so I I want to so like right now my rent alone is $550. I'm assuming my mortgage payment is going to be somewhere around that, maybe another $100 or more a month. So why rent when I could be owning a home? That's a little bit of a step up, but it's not like too major. Like me and my old lady both work, and like we don't make great money, but we do okay. We're far from rich, maybe like at the bottom of middle class, but you know, I I just feel like if I'm gonna do it, then I need to do it now. And yeah, I gotta be consistent and sure. And how can you be sure with everything that's went on in life and stuff? But fortunately, like my work, we stayed employed through the pandemic. Uh, so I'm grateful for that. And I mean, I'm not sure what short of like I don't know, full military martial law would like I feel like our company pretty much job security. I'm rambling, but so I feel comfortable enough to do it, and I'm just I reckon give it a shot. Kevin Cannon's an aquatic stream, but beyond that, congrats on making the move on buying a home. That's something that gives pride. Pretty awesome. Hey, thanks. And yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'm gonna have to look him up or whatever. Kevin Cannon's, man, like it sounds familiar, and your picture looks familiar. Like it's so rent here just in Oklahoma area or OK area here in Houston is around 1,200 plus gas and water just for a one bedroom, same size back in 91 was around 300. Dude, that's retarded. How much is y'all's minimum wage though? Like minimum wage here I think is 9.75 or somewhere in there. Now I make more than that by quite a bit, but I've earned it, where I've worked for a while. But Indiana, actually, I think like across the U.S. has probably the cheapest rent, but that's because it's a crappy state and there ain't nothing like, I don't know. I guess there's some tourist sites if you really look up like historical or whatever. But compared to some other states, like Indiana ain't really got a whole lot going on for it. But I guess houses are overall actually pretty cheap. And yeah, my rent alone is $550. I'm still paying electric. I don't have gas. Everything's electric, but water, sewage, and I don't know if all states have it, but Indiana has its own like Indiana tax and Wayne County tax. So that's a little extra that comes out for whatever reason. Around the Houston area used to be a good place to buy land and home. Today, running away. Well, it's sad, and I don't want to talk political or like I don't know the pandemic, but that like is gonna lead and already has started leading to evictions and foreclosures on homes and stuff. So, in truth, the buyer's market should look kind of better because there's gonna be more homes. But that sounds so sad and heartless to say. Just thinking about those families, I don't really know how to say that without sounding like a soulless prick. But sorry if I hurt your eardrums, everybody. This stream was random. I reckon I got to say what I wanted to talk about, and surprisingly enough, a handful of y'all came and joined me. So I thank you, and anybody that catches this on the replay, I reckon take what you want from it and leave what you don't. Uh, I was just trying to have a good time, talk fish, see if any of the fish family was online, and apparently a handful of them was. And to be continued, got some unboxing videos ahead of me. Patrick, right? Sadly, it's the truth, man. And Dreamweaver, I'm gonna check you out after this. If I ain't already subscribed, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna have to look at Kevin Canaan's in Aquatics. Right on, Steven. I appreciate you, buddy. And I'll be doing an unboxing on you tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. It's been real. It's been fun. I hope to do a lot more of these. Random weekday, mid morning, early morning, whatever streams. But everybody have a good night. Thank you. And I will talk to you guys later.